Okay, so that's the dreaded pipe and everything that everyone does, and then you come out into the north casemates, straight into the toilet block. You can see there's a couple of urinals there. Once again, nile fully intact. And then this section that was blocked off would have been the actual sort of sit-down toilet. Would have gone sort of straight out into the dry moat again. And you can see with the other side that the wall was knocked down. That's what they sort of built to give you a little bit of privacy, a little bit of a partition off. And then got another set of toilets again, partitioned off. I'm guessing when the toilets were there, that might have had something over it. There's a lot of the pipe work actually still in place up there. So they've been able to actually flush a bit of running water to flush it straight out. Then it doesn't look like this bit's been converted for a toilet, so I'm guessing might have been used just as a bit of storage space. A little bit of the metal work still in place. Hinge either side, so the pipe folded out. So there's a lot more plumbing actually put in place around this section compared to other parts of the fort. Should we do upstairs first?
Yeah.
Once again, as you can see from this side, it's been a lot harder to access over the years. So there's been a lot less graffiti, a lot more of the paint is still very fresh. It doesn't look as black or smoked out, but there haven't been fires down here. Even like, if you look at the railings, even some of the original paint is still there. It's close to flaking off, but it's to that sort of level that this section has been preserved, and that leads into the casemates. Of course, as you can see, as with the other side, the floor's completely gone. A lot of the ironwork where there have been shelves, places to hang bits off of. Once again, nice big slabs on the floor of cut stone. Built to last a very long time. And then you come up to the, additional toilet that was built here. Looks like you'd have had the urinal. Had a pee, had a nice view out into the dry moat. And then once again you'd have had the place that your wash basins could have sat, and then the runaway underneath. So if you drain out, or even a big hole that went through. Carry on upstairs. More look like prison bars.
Yeah.
Maybe this was a prison section.
Quite big floors.
Well, possibly. That's cool.
Oh, wow.
Original stone sink. It looks like down here. It's still actually open. You've got the runaway. I'd be guessing, looking at these bars, this section might have actually been used as a holding cell slash prison. Sunken into the ground. Looks like it might have had a bricked floor at one point. So all of these bricks lying around may have actually come from the floor.
There's one there.
That's odd, isn't it? Hang on, come in the middle. There's, I might have to look into what these were. Don't quite know what they are. If any of you guys know what they are, please leave a comment in the description, comment below. If you can let us know what they are. If not, we will do some research. We'll try and find out what they actually are, and we'll upload that at a later date. Yeah, it could have been. Had a nice door on the end. Guessing there might have been a bell attached to that. World War II. Yeah, actually, look, you can see that the left side's been used more than the right side has because of the dipping at the front.
Yeah.
It's a lot more worn down there.
Seems to be the only side of the bottom. Like you want that side.
Guess it might be because it actually had the handle this side. Yeah. So completely blocked in. What's left of the original door in place though, which is pretty cool. Guessing that was added in at a later date for extra support.
Might cover up a hole for it.
Just step on the way down. So another thing I found out is a lot of the steps in these vaults were all placed at slight slant forward. So what it basically means is if any of the enemies ever try coming in the sally ports, any of these sort of back entrances or anything, they start charging and the stairs would actually force them to pick up their pace and start charging faster. Now of course these are quite narrow steps. If you charge too fast down them, you're going to trip, you're going to fall, everyone's going to trip and fall behind you. By the time you actually come down to the bottom bit, you're just in a massive slump and they've just got you through the one of the doors that they probably have over one of these bits, and there wouldn't have been much further that they would have had to travel. Which I thought was quite an interesting fact to be fair.
Yeah.
It's always good networking, it's always good talking with other explorers, other historians, even like I'm not one of these that's opposed to paying to go on a tour around a place, because you learn a lot of knowledge, you learn a lot of the history that you may not have necessarily found out yourself. But I know other people are opposed to it, but that's up to them. If we can all learn something from someone, what's the issue? But this now leads into the casemates. As you can see, once again, like the other side, there were 2 floor. As you can sort of see, up on the walls of these as well, there's a lot of the brackets for the shelving, and then actually up on the second floor you can see a lot of the shelving still in situ. You can see that these would have been single quarters, where you've got a bit of space in between each of the racks. You would have had a double bunk underneath each one. Each soldier would have had his space there to put all of his bits up and everything else like that, and had that small space just for them. With married quarters, you don't tend to find that. It's a lot more sectional as opposed to just lined up like in an old hospital type thing. Back end, and like on the other side there was a light tunnel, but that's been backfilled. It's all been filled in. We can get into it from going around the other side. Go outside to go back in. Once again, a lot of the shelving still up there. Front of the fireplace is still all in situ, and the little silver flap on top as well. All around here, of course, there's lots of Radix from World War I, World War II. I'm guessing that's a coupling for some sort of pipe. Connect it up. Or it might have had a clock or a dial or something in it. Just going to jump out past the rates. These feel like. And then, to be fair, I suppose we can have a quick look at the where we was just looking out of, sort of over there, where we came from. All into the right, mate. And then we've got the final room up here. As we say, there's a lot of historical bits that have been left behind. Right. We had a quick scout around. A bit rusted out, but some of the old lights. Got an old switch. Turned it on and off. How useful some people can be. Bucket with a hole in it. It's like a old canteen. Probably for cooking or anything like that. And then one of the old plates. All gets left for next people to find. As you can see, that back corner right up there where everything's come down from was a light well, like in the other side. Where they chucked out all this concrete down, it's completely taken out the well side of it. Should we have a little wander up?
Yeah.
And it's right top. Say, still some of the metal work from the original shelves that used to be there. Cool, you're pretty much at the top up here.
Camera jump.
Don't grab hold of this, it's rusty metal.
Oh yeah.
I can move around here. There's a bit you stand over there then. Very much at the top of the light well there. It's pretty cool. And I don't know, maybe we'll leave it with that view looking down. So yeah, this is the north and south casemates up at the down at Dover, up at Western Heights. I hope you sort of enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed this explore. Sorry if it's a bit of a longer video. If it is, then this might have been cut in two, which would make more sense watching the second part. If not, happy exploring till next time.